Hello, David Pearce here from the Interface Financial Group. Today we're going to talk about the definition for invoice discounting. Quite often I get asked the question, what's the difference between invoice discounting and factoring? Well, there really isn't that much difference, but it does depend as to which side of the Atlantic Ocean you're coming from. Because in the UK, invoice discounting is different to factoring, but over in the US, invoice discounting is looked at slightly differently. Let me see if I can explain that for you. In the UK, if you are in an invoice discounting relationship with the funder, it basically means that you as the client collect the money from your debtors, and that money goes into a trust account which is ultimately owned by your funder. And the money that you use, the money you draw down against the value of your invoices, is provided to you by the funder, the invoice discounter. So basically the difference over here in the UK is that the recipient of the cash tends to be the client in an invoice discounting relationship, as opposed to the discounter or the funder, as will be the case in a factoring relationship. It also means that most of the time the relationship between the client debtor and the funder is what's called undisclosed or confidential, which means that the debtor doesn't know that the invoices have been sold or discounted to a third party. In the US it's slightly different.